And as the leader of the Soul Reapers, Graham Thorne was known as a revered veteran grandmother in Balerno. He was only second to that of the leader of the martial world, Ronald Reeds. Sir Thorne, are you here to get your hands on the Celestial Pearl too? Ha ha ha! The Celestial Pearl is a sacred relic of the martial arts world. Naturally, I wouldn't miss out on it. Graham laughed, not denying it. As grandmasters, there were only very few treasures that interested them. It just so happened that the Celestial Pearl was the finest among them. With the Celestial Pearl, there was a chance they would be able to break through their limitations and become an ultimate grandmother. They would stand at the top of the martial world when that moment came. I'm joining in as well, Amen. A figure exuding a holy aura suddenly stepped out from the shadows. It was a bald, elderly man with a scar on his head. He was plump and had a kind demeanor, dressing in a loose-fitting robe. It looked like he was bathed in divine light, radiating a sense of holiness. And as the gentle sunlight shone upon him, he gave off a refreshing feeling. It's the abbot of the Combat Priests, Father Orson. After a closer look, the crowd erupted into an uproar once more. They didn't expect another grandmother to appear. What was going on? Why were grandmasters gathering here today? These elusive figures, who rarely showed themselves, suddenly made appearances. Could it be that they were all here for Iris treasure? Father Orson, why are you here? Theodore frowned slightly, feeling the pressure increased. Initially, he had thought of taking the Celestial Pearl for himself, but it seemed impossible now. There was a rumor of the presence of an evil relic here, so I came to investigate. It would be best to bring this evil relic back to the church and seal it beneath the Holy Cross. That is the only way to prevent a catastrophe, Orson declared with conviction. Humph, nice words, but aren't you just after it for your gain? Graham sneered. He disliked those who pretended to be noble and righteous when they intended to seize the treasure. You're wrong. I'm here to rescue all of you, Orson replied, maintaining his composure. That's enough nonsense for me. Graham was growing impatient. Sir Crane, you're the eldest among us. How do you think we should divide the Celestial Pearl? Between us. Divide? We haven't even gotten the item, yet you're all already in a rush. Theodore raised an eyebrow. Oh right, I almost forgot. Graham slapped his forehead and turned to Dustin. Young man, hand over the Celestial Pearl. We will discuss this further. Sir Thorne, I don't have the Celestial Pearl. There must be a misunderstanding here. Dustin denied it again. Since the Celestial Pearl was with Abigail, he wasn't lying. Young man, your words are meaningless. We have good senses.